Good afternoon. My name is Eric Sparks, and for my persuasive speech, I will be discussing the legalization of marijuana in the United States and why I believe it should be legalized for recreational use. To begin, I would like to state that marijuana has actually saved more lives than it has taken, being that it has never taken one life in its existence. Marijuana has been around for centuries and has been able to help thousands of people throughout time with many activities, many different things, and people have been able to put it to use for its many uses. At the end of my speech, my audience will be persuaded to help me, along with America, legalize marijuana itself. I believe that the legalization of marijuana for recreational use would bring a steady balance to the government and would help alleviate our nation's debt. Also, I believe that the legalization of marijuana would diminish the amount of cigarettes and tobacco that's created in this country, which would obviously lower the amount of death rates in this country as well, being that cigarettes and tobacco are, behind alcohol, the number one causes of death in this world. So, that being said, I would like to ask anyone in here, obviously there's no one in here, but I would like to ask the class if anyone has ever smoked cannabis before or consumed any type of marijuana product. I'll answer that question for you. I have, okay? I am a user of this plant, and I've put it to all of its uses, and I'm very educated on what it can and cannot do for the human body. According to an article called The Many Uses of Hemp, marijuana, also known as hemp, has been used for centuries as shelter, for body care, for clothing, for medicine, for all different types of uses that many people don't even know about, never even knew existed. I do believe that marijuana's most unknown ability is its ability to provide shelter. The hemp material is a very strong material that has the ability to provide shelter, along with the ability to create clothing. Clothing that is very durable and protective and very safe to wear, and also cheap to create just because it is coming from a plant. Very easy. Also, probably the most well-known fact about marijuana, besides the fact that it does give you your out of body high, is that the plant can be used for different types of sicknesses and can be used as medication for many different types of illnesses, or just pains, aches, whatever it may be. Now that I've introduced you to the topic, I'm going to tell you more information about it. Marijuana's most unknown use, as I just stated, is its use for shelter. The hemp fibers that are in the hemp itself are extremely strong and elastic, which makes them absolutely perfect for canvas making, for cloth making, anything that, it could be flexible, it could be something like a teepee, perfect for that, absolutely perfect. Durable, lightweight, something that is useful in regards to outdoor homes. Okay, like I said, it is very versatile. It is also, since it's coming from a plant, it's environmentally sound, and it would basically be very eco-friendly instead of having to use lots of concrete to create these buildings. It might surprise you, but it also it is known that hemp buildings that are created by hemp instead of concrete, are actually 7 times stronger than a concrete building. So a hemp building is 7 times stronger than a concrete building. Isn't that crazy to believe? Yes, it is, but it's true. Okay, now that I've talked about marijuana's most unknown use, I'm going to tell you about how marijuana has been used as a clothing source and its ability to do so. Okay, for thousands of years and even today, people have been using hemp as a clothing source and been using it to create certain types of clothing. Like I said before, the hemp fiber is extremely lightweight. It's also absorbent, and it's 3 times the strength of cotton, and it's extremely long-lasting. So, that being said, this is cotton, and I could barely even rip this off my chest. That being said, if you have a shirt that's 3 times the strength as cotton, that's unbelievable. I mean, not that you're going to need a shirt that you're not going to rip off, but it could be used for any use. Just the fact that it is strong and durable makes it that much better. Like I said before, the clothing can be used as protection. What I mean by that is that it is resistant to UV rays and is also mold resistant. So, that being said, you can wear that shirt and go to the beach. You don't have to put on sunscreen. You're good. It'll protect you from the rays, and is also mold resistant to keep you from getting sick. It is very protective clothing, and It'll keep you cool and protected. So now that I've talked about use of marijuana for the source of clothing, I'm going to tell you about marijuana's ability as a medicine that will help you sometimes cure sicknesses. Not always cure, mostly alleviate, but sometimes even cure. For centuries, cannabis has been used for numerous sicknesses, mostly including small migraines, body aches, carpal tunnel syndrome, and much, much more. Many athletes, even though it is unknown, thousands of athletes around the world use this plant, to alleviate sores, aches, pulled muscles, after game soreness type thing, to alleviate this pain, and it even, diminishes the soreness that would be existing days from them. So it helps not only at the very moment, but for the future as well. So its biggest medical use, the plant's biggest medical use, is its use for people with Tourette syndrome. Excuse me. Without this plant, patients with Tourette syndrome have a very, very difficult time sitting still for more than 2 minutes and not shaking like crazy. Obviously it's not their fault, but what this plant does is it helps calm the mind, it relaxes the body, and brings them back to a steady state of mind that they are able to, like I said, relax, concentrate on stuff that they can do, and from this to this, completely still. So, that being said, I think that this plant is very underestimated at its use, and I think that its use in the medical field could be, expanded and used all over the medical field in different ways. So to end, I would like to say that today I persuaded my audience why marijuana should be legalized for recreational use in the United States. I've explained that it could be used as shelter. I explained that it could be used to create clothing. I also explained how it could be used as a medical device or in the medical field. I would like to, after hearing what I had to say, I would like to conclude this speech by asking all of you if you look at marijuana any differently, and if you don't, at least you have an open mind towards it now, and now you can use the information that I've given you to base a new opinion off of that, and hopefully understand that it's not just a plant that people use to smoke and get high and do nothing. It has a very, very strong use to it, and it could actually be used to save your life. So with that being said, I thank you so much for your time, and that's it. Thank you.